Alright, hello and welcome everybody. We are doing a test stream for Alchemy League Season 3. I've set up my microphone. I got a new microphone and then I set it up. And I've also set up some different scenes, some intro scenes and this little home scene. So hopefully you guys find that a little bit more entertaining. We'll see if we can get some more eyes on Alchemy League. Worked too hard for nobody to ever notice this kind of thing, even though it's a very non-meta type tournament. So you know, you can't expect the big names to promote you if you're going to overturn the world order, and that's fine. But we'll get there eventually. So anyway, I've made some improvements. Hopefully you guys are going to be pleased with the production quality of the videos. I'm going to do my best to cast as many of the sets for Alchemy League Season 3 as I can. That's kind of, I view it as like adding to the prize pool, you know. It's a little bit more motivating to play if you get to go and see your set on TV somewhere. So this is our home page, and then I've got one more page, the game page. Does not show me. You don't really need to see me. I mean, I can say hi at the beginning, but the important thing is that we go over and we check out and see what the game is. The important thing when we're doing that, though, is that you are able to hear me. So we'll transition over to the game here. And I'm not going to narrate these transitions in future seasons. I'm just going to do it, but I'm announcing it now because it's new. So we've got a new map that we've added to this map pool. This map did not have a component specification to it. It was developed in a contest. Q Philip, he's a map scripter from Poland, and this was a very condensed contest. They only had a week to make something, and he was the only one that was able to do it. I knew it was going to be hard. I was hoping that if I offered some money for the contest that it would motivate people, but even still, 9 women can't have a baby in 1 month, right? So it just so happened that he had a simple idea that he was happy with, and he pulled it together for us in a week, which is pretty condensed even for the simplest of ideas. But I think it's still a good map. So we're going to go and check that out today. Basically what I have here is I've never seen any games ever played on this map. So I'm just going to let the AI go at it. And that's going to be a test of this casting, essentially tested the new microphone, tested the production, etc. Just because I don't want to find this out on somebody's set after the league starts. This will help me provide a more consistent experience casting all of the games. So I've set it up here so that we've got a small map size for 3 players. AI difficulty level is extreme. And I have given both of these AI 200% handicap. I don't know of a better way to spectate AI than this. So if anybody knows of a way, let me know, but it's not going to help us today because we're just going to get started. And the population limit, that's 500. And the victory is a standard victory condition. So if one AI manages to get all of the relics, that's fine. That is totally fine. That is a legitimate way of winning. I don't think the population will ever get up to 500, but let's go ahead and start here. We played as the Byzantines, but we don't have a snowball's chance in hell of winning, so we're just going to delete everything. We're going to delete that. We're going to send... Actually, I should have explained what that was. Oh well, it's fine. It's just a custom scout that we've got for the event. We're going to send those 2 there. We're going to delete the town center. And then we're going to delete the villagers so that we can be defeated. There we go. We don't really belong here anyway. So I'm not exactly sure how long this match is going to take. Hey! The delete med I see. Isildur, welcome. Are you going to play in Alchemy League Season 3? It's super awesome. Got some custom maps, but they have... a lot of them are similar to standard maps, actually. So here we go. This is Olympus. This is on a small map size. Not tiny, but small. This is set up for 3 players in this case. There's a couple of relics. There's some of these heavy swordsmen here with 75 hit points. And these guys are guarding some relics up here on the top of Olympus. Remember that, you know, this map was developed very quickly. Q Philip, he really blitzed for it. He really went for it, and we really appreciate him taking the time to make it. Could we make this like more snowy and mountainy? And you know, probably, but that's okay. I mean, the important thing is that people play on it and that they have fun and that it's something different. So, and maybe different people will have different ideas about it too. It's a new map. It's a brand new map, and it was developed in like 2 weeks, and that is non-trivial. What else do I want to say about the map before we go on and talk about the players? The map, of course, even though it was developed in only 2 weeks, this map meets Alchemy's standards for quality. And that's important because we are trying to build a community where people trust custom maps, right? Custom maps are not just something that you play with ridiculous settings and it's just a big haha and everybody has fun. You know, there's that end of the extreme, and then it seems like there's this other end of the extreme where custom maps can only be made by like 3 or 4 people in the entire world for competitive play, and only the biggest tournaments have them, and they only work for the specific settings of that tournament. We're trying to show that custom maps can be just as good and just as dependable as the standard maps. You could do pretty much any reasonable thing on them, and people will generally have a good time in a competition, and people will at least be able to do something in maybe some less competitive settings. So that's what we're trying to do with this. It's very important for us to make custom maps look good. Okay, so we've got in the red at about 1 o'clock we have Sheraton the Hun. And you'll never believe this. Sheraton the Hun is playing as the Huns. And he's in the Dark Age, but he's an extreme AI with 200% handicap. Uh-oh. This could be a tricky board lure here. Okay, it does manage to squeeze between that lumber camp and the Italian forest here. The olive tree, I should say. Okay, and then in the blue, on the opposite side, maybe 9 o'clock, we have Sigurd. Sigurd is playing as the Vikings. So we got Vikings versus Huns. Well, this is a good matchup here, and I will explain why. These civs are quite possibly the most diametrically opposed civs in the entire game. Legafast says, custom maps can be good if the map maker doesn't overdo it with weird stuff. Uh-oh. Sounds like he's speaking from experience. Yeah, we have a we have a requirement that the custom maps cannot have rule changes. Some of them in this league do have rule changes, but the rule changes are there for a good reason. They're there to support like a reasonable game mechanic, or they're there to provide some neat feature to the map. I'm trying to think of some good examples, but I also don't want to get too distracted. So we see Sheraton the Hun is sending 2 over here to gold. I wonder what that's all about. Maybe Sheraton the Hun is going to go some kind of archer's build. It's hard to tell, though. We don't have capture age. If anybody has any clue, like nerfing trade... Actually, you know what? We did do something with that. We changed it over so that you could configure trade rather than nerf it. So you don't nerf it, you just turn it on or off using low resources in the lobby. And you can trust that if I host community games, I'm going to be picking that low resources option as often as I can remember. And just get rid of trade instead of nerfing it. Alright, so anyway, Red coming out here exploring. This is the scout of the day, you guys. Actually, this is going to be what our scout looks like for the tournament. We might buff him. I'm not really sure. I don't think so, though. I think he's fine. I tested him. He's got 7 attack, but his attack rate is only once every 4 seconds. So he's actually not that damaging. Both of them hitting Feudal Age at the same time. And he's only got 15 health, so he actually can't really kill a villager too well. But he could get in there and get a good doink on a villager, you know? So I see 2 stable production. I see a market. I see a blacksmith. And I don't know, maybe these guys are just gonna skip the Feudal Age entirely. It's hard for me to tell because I'm looking at it from my own perspective, so I don't really know how many villagers they have or anything like that. But it looks like they're building a proper town here, and they're just expanding. On this map, the players start relatively far away, so it does boost scouts, but there are opportunities for archers to do a lot of damage. You got all these relics up here, and I think you've got a lot more of the resources are around this mountain. It used to actually be even more one-sided, so there's the potential for archers to deal a lot of damage. No aggression so far. That's kind of disappointing, though. I thought that the AI knew how to scout rush. I guess not. That's alright. That's okay. So they're going to go FC, probably. Although, with 200% handicap, in the extreme AI should 100% already be Imperial Age. Well, okay, maybe not Imperial Age, but definitely Castle Age. Yo, Cookie Pirate, welcome. Welcome. We are just testing out Olympus here to see how the AI plays it with 200% handicap on extreme difficulty, 500 population limit. Okay, the Vikings are up to the Castle Age first. Sorry, Castle Age first, and they are, well, would you look at that. Say it isn't so. They're building another town center. Who would have thunk? The Huns are Castle Age as well. They do not need houses, as you know. Uh-oh. Look at this. We got some flags on this stable. Maybe the Huns are planning a night attack. 2 stables, both with flags on them. So anyway, for this particular Civ matchup, this is laughably one-sided, I think. Vikings just completely wreck the Huns. Like, if Vikings went champions and Rams, the Huns would be pretty screwed. But this is a big map. It's a big open map, especially since I resigned. I didn't stand a chance, so I just gave up like any honorable person would. When you're faced with overwhelming odds, you just surrender. So there's all this space out here. And if the Huns decide to play mobility, they could be very damaging to the Vikings. They could actually win that way. You know, to be honest, I was actually kind of hoping that we'd random into Aztecs or something, and that they just convert everybody. Because the AI playing Aztecs is just OP. Especially when standard victory condition is the case. But nope, neither player. Oh wait, what is this? What is this? Oh, the Vikings. They have decided to make knights for some reason. What could possibly go wrong? Do Viking knights even? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't think Vikings get bloodlines. I think Japanese get bloodlines. So Red is about to have a bunch of knights streaming into his base. He does have a monk to stop it. And he's got some stables. Okay, he ungarrisons. And we're going to have ourselves a fight here. The knights have upgrades. They have the same upgrades. But Red has bloodlines. And apparently a monk. And he gets the conversion. That's nice. So Red is going to successfully defend himself here. No bloodlines, they're bad. Okay, well, you know, maybe the AI knows something about these knights that I don't know. So you guys give me feedback about the stream, like if the game is too loud or too quiet or you can't hear it, let me know. Let me know if you can't even hear me and that Isildur is just randomly happens to say that they don't have bloodlines because he thinks that that's what I would be saying right now, but he actually can't hear me. It's probably quite unlikely, but I guess that could happen. He's pretty good at predicting things. That's why he's a much better player than I am. All right. However, this starting scout, it looks like it is going to go down to this knight, and it's not going to take that many hits. Blah! 2 hits. Yeah, he's pretty worthless, that starting scout. He's basically just there to pick off like a weak villager or maybe a greedy villager sent forward. There's some static noise in the background. That static noise is my fan. I might be able to filter out the fan. I'm not really sure. But yeah, she just does this if I neglect. No, oh no, sorry, I mean my box fan. Yeah, box fan is keeping me cool. It's really muggy and humid right now in the lush green hills of upstate New York. But we did have a rally toward the end. People were like, you know what? Yeah, I might as well. You know what the most compelling argument actually is in favor of Alchemy League Season 3? And this is not something that other tournaments can do, but it's something that we can do because we're a pain in the rear. Because our maps are not uploaded to the workshop, it means that we have a concept called licensing. Oh, no. Oh, okay, he's fighting the AI ones. The AI ones are stronger here, so we can see that Blue has decided that he is going to come and grab these relics, which is pretty smart. I haven't seen where Red has gotten any yet. If Red fails to get relics, then this could be a... Oh, no, okay, Red's gotten a relic. Either that or he's just camping a monk in there. Anyway, I was going to say that the most compelling argument in favor of signing up for Alchemy League Season 3 is the idea that because the map is not available through a mod, you can't just have anybody take the map and host a competition on it. You know, the rights to the map are only for Alchemy League Season 3 because that's how it was licensed. So you can say to people, you know, that's okay if you don't have time to play in Alchemy League Season 3, but if you don't, you may not have the opportunity to play on the Greek maps for a while. And that really helps us out, so that's kind of a good thing. The bad news is that we're probably going to get people dropping out because they're like, oh, what? There's no mod? I didn't read that. I'm not doing that. I'm not downloading the maps and putting them in a file. That sounds like work. So I think I don't know. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe there will be nobody that signed up that's like that. But I think we're going to get at least one guy that's like, what? You mean there's not going to be a mod for the maps? I'm not going to play. But we'll see. So, Red has just rebuffed Blue's attack against his base. It seems like it was a somewhat costly attack. Remember that both of these AI have 200% handicap, so they're just absolutely insane. The Viking economy is good, and he has been the aggressor, Sigurd, but his aggression hasn't been successful. So the Huns might have a window of opportunity here. We'll see. Cookie Pirate says it was 95 here today. I am ready for fall. Oh my goodness. Raul, you're going to have to wait another few months. Yeah, 95 sounds extremely uncomfortable. It was probably between 75 and 85 here today. Oh! The Huns, look at this. They're pulling off the fast imp. He's built an archery range. Does that mean he's going to transition into Nope. More stables for more paladins. I think he's kind of squandering though this opportunity. Like he should totally be going and getting the Cavalier upgrade, the armor upgrade, Capped Ram, and he should be ransacking. I'm not really sure what he's waiting for. But then again, he is a pretty dumb AI, so. He's got all the resources in the world and all the micromanagement in the world, but he is, I don't know. I don't want to be too mean to him. I don't want to hurt his feelings. Okay, so we're building the classic AI, building a single castle with one villager. And of course this castle has 9600 HP because of the 200% handicap, so what are you going to do? Now Sigurd is Imperial Age, and, you know, the lucky news for the for the Huns actually, is that Vikings don't get Halb. So, you know, it could be a legitimate strategy for the Huns to just go mass Paladin and just overpower everything. But I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to camp around and wait for blue to kill them because they're not smart enough to do anything else. But we'll see. With the humidity here, it's miserable. On a day with more dry air, it's not that bad. Yeah, the humidity makes it hard, right? Because the more water vapor that's in the air, the less likely that sweat and vapor is to evaporate from your skin, which means that you feel hotter. Thine taunts and insults at the beginning of the match were better than mine own. No wonder that word victorious. I shall abdicate. Exactly. Exactly. Thy taunts and insults at the beginning of the match were better than my own. And you gotta say it with some old English twang, too. Okay, so here we go. Paladin upgrade is in. Now we can fight. Now we can fight. Yeah, if your Civ doesn't get Halberdier, then you could struggle against elephant civilizations. Now, Huns are not an elephant civilization, but they do have solid cavalry. Here come the siege rams. Here come the champions. A few arbalisters mixed in. This is going to be over pretty soon. The Huns just totally did not do anything with their mobility. And now they're going to pay for it. Ping, ping, ping. You know, all these buildings do have double the HP, so Red has a little bit of time to think of something different, but I don't think he will. I think he's just going to get flattened. Let's see, he's regrouping a ball of cavalry archers here. Oh yeah, this is looking pretty ugly. Well, the good news about this match is that it's not going to be like, you know, hours and hours of stalemate. That would get pretty awkward. I'd be like, sorry guys, I gotta go to work today. We got the siege ram train. Remember that there is pretty much no population limit. The pop limit is 500. You can see that that blue has built this gigantic agrarian society here. Actually, he's built a proper city, to be honest. It's not just an agrarian society. He's got plenty of resources, he's taking all this stuff, and he's just driving this blue wedge through Red's town. Yeah, Red did not play that very intelligently. That's okay though. He's probably just new to the map. And I think he would have played he definitely would have played better than me. Same situation. Season 3 is going to be cool to watch and cast. I agree. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of really awesome maps. Look at this. Red is getting scattered to the winds here. His people are trying to retreat. He's like, a town center. That's exactly what I need right now. Definitely no one is going to come and try to stop this. Okay, they stopped it. Too bad. The AI is kind of funny about building town centers like right next to where your town's getting destroyed. Yeah, look at all this carnage here. Blue is just on a snowball. He's got more than double the score. But he hasn't gone after the relic in the monastery yet. That's kind of, I mean, he could just go take it and just start a countdown timer. Maybe he's like, I'm gonna enjoy this. And he's just dragging it out because he's having so much fun. Have you ever played against an opponent like that? Somebody that was just like, you know what, I could kill you, but I'm having way more fun doing this. Red trying to outboom the aggression, but Blue is here with a train of siege rams and an army of champions. He is not long for this world. Doesn't even need all of this. if his entire economy at home died, he'd still be able to crush this. And it's only a matter of time before Red resigns. What do you guys think? I'd give it about 10 more seconds. Maybe he'll resign after this town center goes down. Or, maybe he'll be toxic and make Blue kill him entirely. Yeah, I guess he's... Oh, there it is. Thou art human with soul and wit. I am not but clockwork. No wonder thou were victorious. I shall abdicate. There we go. So, what do you guys think? Let me know. I think this was a lot of fun. Wow. I mean, as much fun as an AI versus AI match can be. But hopefully we've had a successful test here. Hopefully you guys are satisfied with the results. We'll go back to our home scene here. Alchemy League is just a reminder. It goes from June 26th till September 11th. And we've got $240 worth of prizes. 80 for the first sprint and 160 for the second sprint. But you have to play with good standing in the first sprint, good sportsmanship, in order to be eligible for the second sprint. So you can't just like sign up and then not play in the first sprint and then think that I'm going to let you into the second sprint, which has twice the prize pool. It's a cool home screen. Oh, we've got all the bells and whistles here. So hopefully we're able to get some more eyes on Alchemy League. And anybody spread the word. Registration technically ends in 5 hours, but I'm not going to close it until I get back from work tomorrow. When I get back from work tomorrow, which will be in about 20 hours, I'll basically close it off and perform the registration, because I was able to do the updates to the software, so I'm not going to need the time that I needed to do that. But we really can't extend it too far, because that's not fair to the people that signed up on time. So thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you guys are excited to see some real humans play on Olympus, and see what kind of strategic variety that they think up. We've got 7 more similar maps to it, and I'm looking forward to the action. So thank you everybody for tuning in. It's good to be back, and I'll see you guys again sometime soon.